gun owning NPCs, or NPCs in the gun community as some people call it, say it ain't so. Well, I'm sure there's a few typical leftist NPCs who own guns, as there's an exception to almost every rule. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about are pro-gun NPCs who are supposedly free-thinking, supposedly conservative, or supposedly libertarian NPCs. Those are the kind of NPCs I'm talking about. Let me kind of illustrate what I'm talking about. And like the typical leftist NPCs, they regurgitate the same shit that they've heard other people say. They've never actually thought about it themselves and formulated a logical reason why they're saying what they're saying or believe in what they believe. They usually say the typical shit like how they conceal carry only for tactical advantage, or how if you open carry, you'll be the first one shot. You know, because some firearms instructor or firearms personality on YouTube said so. Without any evidence, without any logic to back it up, they just go ahead and trash people who open carry while loudly announcing to the world that they're better because they conceal carry their gun. Because they carry their gun concealed. So they're better, right? You know, they make them stupid ass jokes about how, you know, you can open carry, that's fine. They're glad you open carry because that gives them a chance to react when you're the first one shot, right? Because you're better, right? Kind of like that Joe Rogan joke about vegan.
Real hardcore vegans, they don't eat honey, and they love to say this. Well, you can, but I don't. Oh, thank you so much! I didn't know I could have honey! But I'm still below you though, right? Oh, you're better!
That's kind of how the NPCs are who like to bash open carry. Oh yeah, you can open carry and look stupid, but I don't. And while, again, loudly announcing to the world that they're carrying a gun, but theirs is concealed, yeah. They say other stupid shit. They usually have, you know, brand loyalty to one brand or another, to the extent that it's almost cult-like. And they're unable to accept that there's actually more than one good brand of gun other than just the brand that they prefer. You know, they're unable to understand that unlike marriage, you can actually like multiple brands of guns and actually own multiple brands of guns. But don't tell that to them. They'll usually be too busy regurgitating the same old fucking joke over and over again, like, don't drop your SIG P320, or the same fucking meme of cops telling someone to drop a gun. Oh wait, it's a SIG, don't, ha 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 ha, as if that was like a universal problem with SIG, not just one model that they've since corrected. And I get it, you know, it was funny the first time. I mean, you know, it was, but, you know, maybe the second time. But over a year fucking later and people are still making the same lame ass fucking joke, you've clearly shown that you can't come up with anything new. And this is coming from a guy who likes to wear out jokes. They also usually say the same stupid shit about bump stocks. Bump stocks are stupid. Who cares if the NRA and Trump wants to ban them? You know, I don't need a bump stock. Well, I may agree that bump stocks are pretty much useless. However, that doesn't mean they should be banned or that we should just roll over. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the whole point of electing Donald Trump and the Republicans was to pass pro-gun legislation like national reciprocity and the Hearing Protection Act, not roll over on another form of gun control. I thought that we're supposed to be arguing for repealing the Hughes Amendment and repealing the NFA, which had more than enough signatures to warrant a response from the White House. Yet, even though it had enough signatures, Trump still hasn't responded on it. But nope, y'all want to give up bump stocks. Well, that's just stupid. But they just go ahead and repeat it so they can make excuses for Trump because, you know, that's their leader. That's their leader of the cult. They can't think for themselves, so they have to make excuses for him. Kind of like how older conservatives do for Ronald Reagan and signing the Hughes Amendment into law and raising taxes and so on. But that's what NPCs do. They can't think for themselves. They can only, you know, regurgitate, you know, what the cult tells them to say. Typical leftist NPCs blindly say Orange Man bad, but the NPCs that are supposed to be on our side can only say Orange Man good. You know, they have blind loyalty to Trump, and anytime he does anything to push for gun control, whether it be red flag laws that got a man killed up in Maryland, that violate due process and are a complete violation of the Fifth and Second Amendments. You know, they just want to talk about, but he's playing 4D chess, 4D chess, 6D chess, 23D chess, and you just don't understand it. Well, some of us are tired of that bullshit excuse. It got old a while ago. It's not 4D chess. Trump's been friends with the Clintons for well over a decade before he decided to run for president. He supported gun control, wrote that in books, supported all the things he's supposedly against now. But yeah, he's playing 4D chess, sure. And they regurgitate the same old shit, like the whole, again, Jim Acosta assaulted that woman for the microphone. Dude, that was not an assault. If you think that is an assault, I'm guessing you haven't been in a real fight in your life ever. I'm guessing that you're certainly no one who's been in law enforcement, because you could not make an arrest on that at all, no matter how hard you tried. Yeah, Jim Acosta's a scumbag. He is. I don't doubt that at all. But this is all political theater meant to distract you from the real issues. Like, hey, why isn't Trump passing, trying to lobby the Senate and Congress to pass national reciprocity, for the 2 years that we actually had a chance to do that? No, instead he just dwindled that away while he kept you entertained with stupid shit like Jim Acosta and, hurling insults at CNN. That's all good and well, but I wanted action, not someone that's just going to talk. I can talk. We can all shit talk on Facebook about how CNN is fake news all day. We can trash talk Jim Acosta all day. I wanted someone to help get national reciprocity passed, someone to get the Hearing Protection Act passed, someone to repeal the NFA, or at least get that ball rolling, something. But no, instead we have someone advocating for more gun control laws, wanting to compromise with the Democrats, wanting to pass even more gun control laws. We have too many on the books as it is. We have a whole history of compromise. I don't care what happens. There's no reason that we should even consider one more gun control law. What was the point of electing Trump? Well, if Hillary would have won, we'd have 6 gun control laws instead of 3, see? You're going about it all wrong if you're ready to give anything up.